is just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
White, the New England ball carrier. He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. He hits White, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
A gain of 9 yards.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
The tackle made.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're running it. It's Michel. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
1st down, Patriots.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 12. They'll try the air now with Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel, and he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
A gain of 14.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
They'll take over.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Complete to Nikhil.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, New England.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
The tackle made.
On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
It's a pickup of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a pass pass here caught by Edelman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the
And there's a catch there by Julian Edelman, and I know the conversation is very big on how much will he miss Tom Brady. But Edelman's one of the top slot receivers in the league and an uber competitor. He's going to miss his friend, but he wants to show the rest of the league that his skills transfer no matter who's throwing him the football.
He was taking
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
– 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20.
Prime time, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's caught. This is White. Newton. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. It's caught. It's Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Throwing on third down, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here we go with Michel. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Newton. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. A gain of 3, second down.
The tackle made by Stephon Gilmore.
Second and 7.
Brings up second.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
New England ball carrier.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
At the 26.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, there's
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you've really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the post.
Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
By the Patriots.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And it's Michel once again. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
That's a game.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a pickup of 6. First down, New England.
3rd inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. It's complete. James White. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now this one complete on the slant route. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
It's a gain.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First down, Patriots.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Logan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 65 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
On the play. First down, New England.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots 7.
On the ground is Michel. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Griffin there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Newton. That's complete to White. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And a Patriot first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run with Michel, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Getting the ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Newton. He's got White here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 5. 1st down, New England.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal.
23 yards on the play. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Michel, the ball carrier.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots can take the lead with the extra point. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Ben, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the Patriots' 24-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Carson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Second down and 3.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
They'll try to run this one in. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And 3 yards to go.
Now Newton. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Newton's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense.